government's concerns are misplaced. The current government has got no capacity to empower Russians with weapons against their own handlers. And that the concerns of America in relation to South Africa's posture in the war between Russia and Ukraine, it's unfounded. We've got a long-standing relationship with Russia when it was still under the Soviet Union, and that Russia has helped us to be where we are, and that will not be dictated to by USA in terms of who becomes our friends. But I don't think there's anything that we should be worried about. There's no one with such capacity in South Africa who can supply Russia with weapons. If anything, it is the other way around. And therefore, if the president says he's going to investigate, we'll hear what the outcomes are. But America is just becoming a crybaby, trying to find a way into punishing South Africa because of our position on the Russia-Ukraine war. But all equally, to put more pressure with regard to Brics conference, because they want us not to allow President Putin to come, and now they are spreading false alarms and propaganda as an attempt to put pressure on South Africa. And we call on our government not to surrender to that pressure. President Putin is more than welcome here. The people of South Africa will protect him. Not that he doesn't have capacity to protect himself. No one in South Africa, in the whole African continent combined, has got capacity to can arrest President Putin. So we shouldn't even take chances. He must come here, have his meetings, and then leave. We must sell South Africa to Brics. We must sell South Africa to Russia. We've got an energy crisis, and Russia is in a better place to can intervene with immediate effect to help South Africa. One currency for Africa is a one step for the one currency for the world. If we have said this is the globe, why should there be different currency? Because we exist for one goal, and that goal is humanity, the survival of humanity, and not the survival of the few who are the beneficiaries of the capitalist system, with its aim is to enrich very few people. We are for the continental currency as things stand, but the struggle to undermine the dollar in the world, we are part of it. We welcome that effort. That one currency of Africa must trade with Brics, Africa to Brics currency directly, without a middleman called dollar. Because that's what dollar has been in between currencies. And we didn't understand why we can't trade directly with our own currencies. So we welcome that intervention of China, of Russia, of saying let countries interact and make sure that as we exchange, we use our own currencies. As we trade, let's trade with our own currencies. We were, and we feel vindicated, because we were the first to speak about one currency in Africa. Now people are talking about Brics, and Brics goes beyond the borders of the African continent, because we have always been that visionary leadership.
One currency, one central bank. How would that work?
That would be the best. We must all be subjected to the same rules of engagement. All of us must be subjected to the same rules of the World Reserve Bank that tells us this is how all of us must work. Because globalization means that we've become one thing, we've become one globe. Let's do things the same. We shouldn't have a big brother approach who says, I've got more money, my currency is worth more than yours, and therefore you're going to listen.